I touched it. I'm Steve Owen. You like my wheelie? Woohoo! Jesus Christ, the helicopter just came. Ow. Oh. I'm alright. Alright, gents, I don't know if you saw that little crash I had. Freaking knocked my head out pretty good and did my arm, but we made it back. We are just now, there's Davo. He's just loving it all, watching us all just, the day get worse and worse and worse.
Making me feel better and better. I was miserable when I saw mine break down. Yeah. I got me toe wet. You just jumped right in.
Oh yeah, I don't muck around when I freaking screw up. So the 690's back, but it's dead. So we're gonna strip it and get all the fluids out of it and everything. It's just gonna slide in sideways in the ute. It's been on its side for 4 days anyway, so we'll put it in sideways, put the tray down, take the handlebars off. Then Flamey Ute McFlamey's gonna freaking take me back to Melbourne, and then she'll be sweet. 690's going in the ute. Stuck her in the ute, mate. 690, where is she? In the ute. Got her in there sideways. Everything's drained, so it can go sideways and shit. Everything's fuel's out of it, oil's out of it, coolant's out of it. So it should be fine on its side. Packed in there nice and good. Here comes the Northern Territory. 690's making it. It's in the back of the ute. Northern Territory, right now. Done. As the sun sets on this little rest stop, we have smashed out quite a few Ks, got out of that town that we had to spend 4 days in after I got stuck in there. Thought I was going to be stuck in there for life. Ute's going strong. Bike's in the back there. Give you a quick look. Still can't believe we fit a 690 in the back of the ute. Camping, side of the road, set my tent. The tent's still held up. I thought it was rooted after that crazy night of wind and weather. She's a little bit rooted. The No, not from you, just from that when that pole broke. Otherwise, it's all good. It's a little bit muddy. I think I camp here tonight, and then another day of blacktop. Get close to Alice Springs tomorrow. This is what our adventure's been reduced to. Just hours upon hours upon hours of straight, flat asphalt. I'm in the Super Ute. Got the freaking bike in the back. Listening to The Martian audiobook. I like the movie and everyone said the book was good, so I'm watching it, listening to it, and just freaking hanging out. Got a long way to go. Got about 3 days of driving left to get back home. So yeah, not the most exciting way to get home. This way, the last couple of days is always going to be just road on the way home. There's no dirt all the way back to Melbourne, so it's always going to be a couple boring days, but yeah. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm in my freaking Super Ute and freaking hanging out. Easy peasy. Whole bunch of big natural boulders.
Pretty cool.
Fell from the sky. They're all asteroids, aren't they?
Yeah. All asteroids. I think aliens put them here.
Yeah. See some skids in the ute, eh? Skids in the ute. 0 fox given. Neb's doing the math. Working how much this is going to weigh to this. It's also spherical, so you need to do like times it by pi and his circumference.
Yeah, I'm doing that in my head. Hang on.
Neb's an engineer, so he'll have this to the gram.
7,200 tons.
7,200 tons.
Yeah.
So that's what, 72 cars.
Yeah.
72 cars right there.
Well, maybe not quite. Maybe 65 cars.
Yeah, because cars are a bit more, yep. 65 cars. That's a lot. This right here is the Autobahn. This is the only road in Australia that has no speed limit whatsoever. And I happen to be in a V8 ute, so let's do it. Whoop. Well, gents, I don't know if it's camera angle. I broke off. I had a crash before and I broke off my GoPro mount. Just chucked on another one. In the Ute, no speed limit. This part of Northern Territory, where I am, there are no speed limits whatsoever. This is the Australian Autobahn, pretty much. The road is that flat and that freaking, there's nothing out here. It's actually safer to have no speed limit than a speed limit. And I happen to be in a V8 Ute, so it does have shitty tyres, so I won't be freaking doing 300 k's an hour, even though this Ute couldn't do 300 k's an hour, but let's have a freaking bit of a freaking go. Power mode, it's auto as well. It's the only Ute I could find. That's why it looks so funny. All right, no speed limit. Let's go. I can do any speed I want, but I'll probably end up only doing 120 k's an hour down here because, I mean, you use up so much fuel doing. I was doing like 200 before, but like I was using hideous amounts of fuel, so that is 180. I'm kind of happy I have my helmet on now. I mean, I just bought this Ute from a person who didn't look like a, I mean, it's got Chinese tires on it, so that is 220. That's about as fast as I want to go on these tires. Any bit faster and I'm terrified. All right, that is about 230, 240. Okay, I'm going to slow down now. I mean, if I was in my, say my GDR, which had proper tires on it, I'd feel much safer, but Jesus Christ. Chinese tires and Chinese 20-inch rims and lowered cut springs on this Ute, I do not feel safe doing more than freaking. It's funny now, I'm cruising now at 180, like. Yeah, fully legal to do any speed you want down here. They actually, this road has had no speed limit for a long time. Then they implemented speed limits thinking to make it safer, and it actually resulted in more deaths. I mean, when there's no speed limit whatsoever, you just drive at whatever speed you think's safe. Like, I mean, you know, you'll get idiots who, well, no, I'm not idiots, I'm doing it, but you get guys who will, oh, you know, let's go, speed and stuff. But then you do that for a couple minutes, and then you just return back to your normal kind of cruising speed. You know, unless you had like a Ferrari and tons of money, then yeah, I'd do 300 all the way there, but you'd overheat the thing and blow it up. It's bloody hot out here. So you get out there, you go faster a bit, and then you freaking return at your normal cruising speed at what you feel safe doing, and without having to look at your speed all the time. There's no speed limit, so I just drive at whatever speed I feel comfortable with. It actually resulted in less deaths and shit. So they only within the last year or so they've returned this road to have no speed limits. So it went to a speed limit for quite a few years, and now they've only just brought it back to no speed limits. It's the only road in Australia that's got no speed limits, which is pretty cool. There's been guys, when they finally brought it back to having no speed limits, there's a couple guys from Melbourne and shit with Aston Martins and stuff. They all drove up here and maxed them and stuff, and you know, police were a little bit annoyed about that. You know, it's not meant to be a freaking drag strip or anything. It's still a public road. But you know, it worked. There's been less deaths on it now, so I've caught up to Mark very quickly. His little Husqvarna 650 can't cruise at 160 like this Ute can. I mean, I'm happy I've got the Ute for this. Like Nerb couldn't do over 200 on his 1190 just because of the luggage and shit and the tires, and my 690 that would do maybe 160, 170 with the panniers and the dirt wheels. So that's boring, but in the Ute I can actually have a bit of fun, which is cool. I'm gonna fly past Mark completely legally, pass him like he's standing still. See you later, mate. Oh, baby. That's pretty insane. This is where we've been sleeping. Best buds, adventuring together, engineering, fixing broken, waterlogged everything. Watching Futurama. Drinking tinnies. Here in the flame Ute. It's got some coffee, some food. Just about to head out of Alice Springs. It's kind of hard to make videos. It's just kind of so boring just driving in a car, but I've been able to buy some stuff, which is good. I got tons of beer. I can be the beer holder on this trip now. It's good. Before we had to buy beer and drink it all before we had to take off and stuff. Anyway, we're going to try and get to Coober Pedy tonight. Coober Pedy is an interesting town. That's a town where it's so hot in the day. Everyone lives underground and stuff, so we might have a hotel underground tonight, or we'll see if we can camp or whatever. Anyway, they look like they're ready to go. Mark's bike's drinking a bit of oil. He just popped a whole freaking bottle of Motor X into his bike, so hopefully that freaking doesn't die. Here's Nabsan rocking up. Ready to freaking go. Hello, camel! That's a wild camel. Hello, Mr. Camel. How do you do? Camel! Do you want to see a skid, camel? Bye, camel. Emu. Emu. Emus. At a petrol station. Oh, I'm not feeling too bad now that I'm in the ute. For a bit there I was a bit jealous of these guys getting to ride home on their motorbikes, but now that it's pissing down rain, I don't mind being in the old flame ute. It's alright. I think Neb has run out of fuel. He also has no brake pads, that's why he's not using any brakes. Lol. Look, Neb's bike has run out of fuel, That's a cool truck. Flame ute to the rescue with 3 litres of fuel. Yeah, we had a wheelie all the way in there. You just tip him in there.
You just tip him in?
Yeah, just be accurate. Bike runs on diesel, yeah?
What?
The ute's probably blown away by now. You probably can't hear anything, but there's a big opal mine area top of a hill. And it's so windy! 6 degrees. It's kind of feeling like, oh, I'm gonna drive all the way home, you guys get to ride.
Yeah.
I don't feel that anymore. I'm happy with my car. It's freaking cold.
No pigeon.
6 degrees in Coober Pedy. It'll warm up a bit, but actually it'll probably get colder because we're heading back down to Melbourne, going more south. It's alright, ute's warm, heater works, got some coffee. Let's do this. Big day today, 850 kilometers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Need to get moving.
Yeah, we should have gotten up earlier.
After 8 o'clock already.
Anyway, here's a pigeon. Pigeon, 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 pigeon. Well, that was eventful. Flame ute just had a blowout. Shit. Luckily it's the rear. I got smaller brakes. Let's see what the damage is. Didn't sound good. Yeah, it's alright. Just a normal flat tyre. Blowout. We've got jack stands we can use. Changing wheels. Army trucks. Oh yeah, it's raining. It's raining! Look at that. Look at that black and that rainbow. That is a storm and a half. Look at these army trucks. Look at them all. Sheesh. I didn't know Port Augusta has so many army trucks. Holy crap, look at that storm. Oh, I wouldn't want to be on a freaking motorbike, Nerv and Mark. Sheesh. Cold morning in Adelaide. 6 degrees. I think it's a bit warmer out there now.
Yeah, sun's coming up. It'll be good.
It'll be fine. Motor back to Melbourne. Be home in no time, unless Flame Ute destroys itself. Sun's out, guns out. About to cross back into Victoria. Flame Ute's still going. Cold morning today in Adelaide. It was like 6 degrees. So I was quite happy to be in Flame Ute. Got 500 k's to go. I'm gonna stop in Stall, which is 250 k's away from here. And rocket on to Melbourne. Get this freaking 690 out of the Ute. And then freaking crash this Ute into a river. And never speak of it again. Sounds good.
Alright.